Hi everybody, welcome back once again to this channel. Thank you very much for joining me once again. In this session we're going to be exploring this interesting question on trigonometry from the Northwest Province 2024 trial exam. Okay, so guys, if you're new to the channel, please make sure that you have subscribed. Just turn on that notification bell so that you can be notified every time when we upload a new session. Without wasting any time, let's get into it. Okay, given 2 exponent 2 sine squared x minus 5 times 2 exponent cos 2x is equals to minus 3, where x is between 0 and 90 degrees, without using show without using a calculator that sine x will be equals to 1 over root of 2, and the question had 6 marks. Okay, so if you check the equation that we are given is 2 exponent 2 sine squared x minus 5 times 2 exponent cos 2x is equals to minus 3. Okay, obviously we have to solve this equation such that you can be able to show that indeed sine x will be equals to 1 over root 2. Okay, so what we can notice from this moment is that we have a double angle of cos, right, which we can change it into sine, right? Remember, cos 2x is the same as 1 minus 2 sine squared x. Because we want to solve for sine, we will change that to sine. Okay, so you have 2 into 2 sine squared x minus 5, right, times 2, I'm changing cos 2x into 1 minus 2 sine squared x, okay, is equals to negative 3, right? Then obviously in this case what we can do is we can separate here, right? We can break this and write it as the multiplication of the basis of the same, which will be 2. So it's 2 into 2 sine squared x minus 5 times 2, right, exponent 1, I'm breaking this into its powers, right, of the same base, times 2 into minus 2 sine squared x. Can you see? Is equals to what? Negative 3, right? So obviously at this point, this part, which is 2 to the exponent of minus 2 sine squared x, I can write it with a positive exponent if I write it as a fraction, right? If I write it properly, it will be the same as 1 over 2 exponent 2 sine squared x. I'm ensuring that that exponent is positive now because it was negative, right? Then what we can do from this point is for us to have like sort of like a linear equation, right? We can multiply both sides, every term here, by 2 to the exponent of 2 sine squared x, right? So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna multiply everything here by 2 to the exponent of 2 sine squared x. What I do on the left must also be done on the right. Also here, multiply by 2 exponent 2 sine squared x. Okay, so now this times this, it will be 2, you know, it's 2 sine squared x, and this is what? This is actually squared because it's multiplying that, unless if you want to add the like terms then. Okay, I mean the exponent to say 2 sine squared x plus 2 sine squared x. Okay, so when you multiply this with this term, this and this will cancel. You'll just be left with minus 5 times 2, right? And minus 5 times 2 is actually 10, right? So I can write that as minus 10. Then this side, when you say minus 3 times this one, it's going to be equals to negative 3 times 2 exponent 2 sine squared x. Okay, so I'm just going to delete some of the things here to create some space. All right, so now we have our equation in this format. I can just take this to the other side, right? It's negative 3 when it goes there. With that, it will be positive, right? So you have 2 into 2 exponent, 2 sine squared x, this is squared, right? Then we say plus 3 times 2 exponent 2 sine squared x minus 10 is equals to what? Is equals to 0. Okay, so if you check this, it will be very difficult for you to perhaps realize that we can actually factorize this, right? Maybe let's do this for you to actually see that this is actually giving you a quadratic equation which can actually be factorized, right? For example, if you say let p be equals to 2 exponent 2 sine squared x, right? So when there is 2 exponent 2 sine squared x, if you put p, to be p squared plus 3 times p minus 10 is equals to 0. And you can actually notice that this is actually a what? A quadratic equation which can actually be factorized. All right, so in this case we don't really have to do this, but you can do it. Some of you might decide to factorize it from this point, because you can say, okay, this one is squared and we have a middle term and we have that one, right? So it's giving you kinda a quadratic equation. So if you open two brackets, so obviously this is squared, it will be 2 exponent 2 sine squared x and 2 exponent 2 sine squared x, so that this times this will give you that squared. Okay, so factors of 10, we have 10 times 1, we also have what? 5 times 2. Okay, but the ones that when I subtract, I must get what? The middle value there, which is positive 3. Obviously it must be positive 5 minus 3, I mean minus 2. Okay, so that plus 5 and minus 2 will give me what? Plus 3, which is the middle term there. So I'll say, okay, plus 5, then what? Minus 2. Okay, so those are factors there. Then after this, zero factor rule, so we can say 2 exponent 2 sine squared x plus 5 is equals to 0, or 2 exponent 2 sine squared x minus 2 is equals to what? Is equals to 0. Okay, so if you check on this equation, right, 2 exponent 2 sine squared x plus 5 equals to 0. If I take 5 to that side, it will be equals to minus 5, and you realize that in this way there's no way we can be able to solve for x using this equation. Okay, so x there is not applicable. But if we come and choose this other one, which is 2 exponent 2 sine squared x minus 2 is equals to 0. If I take 2 to the other side, it will be positive 2, right? So you can see that the base are the same. We can equate the what? The exponent. Then we have 2 sine squared x is equals to 1. Then we divide both sides by 2. Then these 2 cancel these 2. Then you have sine squared x equals to 1 over root. 1 over 2. I'm saying root because I'm squaring already. Then obviously at this point you're going to square both sides. Then you have sine x is equals to the root of 1 over 2, which is plus or minus, but we are told that x must be between 0 and 90. It is in the first quadrant. It means that where sine is positive, so I'll consider only the positive answer there. So finally sine x is equals to what? 1 over root of what? Root of 2, which is what we had to show using this equation. Okay guys, that's a bit quite difficult. I know that perhaps it might have been difficult to notice at this point that this is actually a quadratic equation, and like I said, some of you might decide to let this one to just be p, right, or any alphabet. Then you realize it's gonna be p squared plus 3p minus 10 is equals to 0, and at that point you can factorize this one, you know, p 5 and 2, right, positive 5 minus 2, so that we have plus 3 there. Okay, then when you solve your p, you return back to your let 2 sine squared, so you're gonna come back to this part and you'll be able to solve. Okay, I hope you find this helpful. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. See you soon. Bye.